Hey everyone, welcome to the Braless on Couch show. I'm Halley from Evolve and Succeed, and I'm so glad to have you here today. We are relaunching Braless on Couch as a Facebook Live show. So stoked to be here. It's going to be great. I'm pretty excited about it. And it is going to be happening every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, all right? So this is a special one-off episode because we had a little bit of an audio problem yesterday, but basically, you can always count on me to be here Monday mornings to get your business week started off right, okay? So the whole point of Braless on Couch is basically to help the badass bitches of the internet burn their bras and bring their businesses up and booked out, all right? So we are going to make sure that this is the best 30 minutes that you spend every Monday, all right? Now, there have been so many amazing people being like, hey, Halley, bring back Braless on Couch. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being there and for encouraging us to bring back the show. It is awesome, and I'm so excited about the new format because it is going to be baller, as you can tell. We're going to have a great time. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, and it's the question that really everybody should be asking themselves before they get into business, but we usually don't think about this because we don't know. When you don't know to ask, all right? So what I want you to do is basically take off that sweet bra, relax, because we're going to blow open your brain with some really smart business stuff, and I want to make sure that I have your full focus, your full attention. All right, so let's get started because I can't wait to help you. Now, this again is the one question that most people who are in my Be Booked Out program are like, Halley, I wish someone had brought this to my attention earlier, because what happens is that I just spent years trying to build a business on the wrong reasons and for the wrong purpose, and now you've blown it open in one question. So this is super, super important for us to cover and make sure that you are totally clear on what you need to do, okay? I don't mean clear like you know what your feelings are, because I don't do that shit. Clear like how the fuck do you know if you succeeded or not, and how do you know if you've hit your end goal or your end result? So I'm going to cover that today, okay? Because really what I'm helping you do is build a business that is the perfect fit for you and then allows you to go do those cool things that you want to do in your free time. Hang out with your kids when they're sick. Go and have 3-day weekends every week. Climb the Alps on the fly, whatever you want to do or whatever you enjoy doing, let's make that happen, because having a business should be an asset and not a liability, okay? So your answer is going to make it so much easier to figure out what you should invest in, what you should avoid, who you should listen to, and what you should definitely be taking on board and implementing right away. So what you should do versus what you shouldn't do. So we're going to cover that, but first, what I want to talk about is something that's super exciting and has yet to be seen on the internet before. It is the Be Booked Out Challenge. I am so excited about this. So basically what I've done is taken 5 really crucial points that I want you to work on before you join Be Booked Out. And I want you to start doing them in this challenge. So this is a free challenge, so you don't have to worry, but you can join at bit.ly/BBO challenge. It'll be in the comments below and in the description, so don't worry, you can grab it there. This challenge is a 5-day challenge to help you get some brain sparks happening, because that fire of your business fire cannot happen if you do not have the sparks first. So that's what we're going to cover in this amazing challenge. It's going to be great. I've been writing it specifically for all the amazing people who are in our digital family and who have been asking questions. So only the best stuff for you guys. All right, so go and sign up for that. That is one of the things that I want you to do first. We're running it soon, and I know it's perfect for you if you're a VA or a designer or a coach who wants months of clients booked in advance, but you're not really sure where to get started, okay? So again, go click that link and you can join. All right, so next step. You know me, I don't like to mess around, do not like to wait. What we're going to talk about is really a very big, tiny question, all right? I'm going to ask it. It might make you feel uncomfortable, like most of the questions I ask people do, but it's going to be a game changer, all right? And it might even make you walk away from your business, all right? That's how serious I am. Don't be in business if you have if your answer comes out that you shouldn't be. Because at the end of the day, owning a business is time-consuming. It's expensive. It pushes you on all fucking angles, all right? It's not something that you can just... It's not easy. It's definitely a challenge, all right? It's an exciting challenge if you're the right person for it. But if you're not, do other stuff, dude. Go do other stuff. There's plenty of options out there in the world. You don't have to be doing this. So just to let you know, I might shatter your world with one question. So already I'm going to apologize, but not really, because it is going to make your life so much easier once you figure this out, all right? So what I want you to do is I know it's scary shit, But if you don't ask yourself this question, you're going to end up spending so much money, thousands of dollars. You're going to end up spending so much time on things that do not matter to you. And you as an individual are really important to decode and figure out, okay? We're going to try and engineer the perfect solution for you, because what happens is most people just try and take someone else's solution and plop it onto their formula, all right? It's like saying, like, looking at somebody else's equation and be like, 10's the answer, and then realizing your equation is 2 plus 2. All right, that shit doesn't work. All right, I tried it, never got an A on that quiz. So what we're going to do is make sure that you are using the right equation to get the right solution, and making sure that this all lines up for you. Okay. Otherwise, just like I said before, I want to make sure that you are doing the right thing for you. So what I want to ask you, and I wish there was a drum roll, I'm not sure if that worked, is what's the end result you want? For real. What's the end result you want? Don't give me that bullshit about 6 figures. Don't give me that bullshit about, you want to have a passive income. Don't give me any of that bullshit that you've been sold on the internet. Tell me specifically what your end result looks like, okay? So if you did have 6 figures, what would that look like? If you did have that passive income, what would it look like? If you were booked out, what would that look like? Because first off, awesome that you're getting excited about stuff on the internet, but let's be real. It's not easy. The more unicorn and amazing it seems, the harder it is, okay? So what I want you to do is ask yourself, what end result are you trying to accomplish right now? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Because a lot of people are like, I want 6 figures. And then you're like, really? And they're like, yeah. Well, I would actually just like to have Fridays off. That's a very different end result. And one's way easier to achieve and faster to achieve than the other one, all right? And another thing is, like, people are like, yeah, I want to have 6 figures in my first year, but working with creative business owners. No, that's not a thing, all right? It's not a thing. So when you get really clear about what you want to do and what that end result looks like, I can call you on your bullshit and be like, dude, no, I'm sorry, but you've taken the wrong pill. That is not possible, okay? So Braless on Couch is about calling out the stuff that is possible and realistic and stuff you should be aiming for, and the stuff that is totally taking you the wrong fucking direction, all right? Because what I want us to do is say, like, yeah, okay, 6 figures, working with creative business owners, awesome. We can make a plan for that. But the first year, not possible. Or if you want to make 6 figures in your first year, you're going to have to start targeting corporations and large businesses who will require you to wear a button-up. If that's no big deal, go for it. If you want to go braless, not going to happen. All right? So it's all about making sure your end result is specific and then checking that bullshit, okay? Because all of us have this thing like, wow, I'd love to have $1 million. Would you really? Are you really willing to go through every step to get there? Or does it just sound awesome because $1 million means to you that if your kid is sick, you get to stay home with them? One's feasible and achievable, and the other is just a pipe dream. So I don't ever want to sell you on a pipe dream, okay? So specifically in the comments, I want you to tell me, what is that specific end result you want? And then drill into it. What does that look like for you? So the end result you want might be the 6 figures, might be being booked out, might be having passive income. What does that look for you in terms of, like, how it changes your day-to-day life? Seriously, how will it change your day-to-day life? Because what happens is I can't qualify my advice if you guys can't get specific about it, all right? So at the end of the day, this is all that success looks like. Taking where you are right now, figuring where you want to be at the end of the year, because the only time people ask you where you want to be in 5 years is on a date or in a job interview. That shit is not legit, all right? If you have the next 5 years planned out, mazel tov. But I doubt that you're going to be able to get there because that's a big chunk of not knowing, all right? Same way that you're not sure, like, when you're losing weight, where you're going to look like 10 pounds from now. You know you want to get to that 10 pounds, but you can't recalculate and refigure out what you want next without getting there first. So it's all about achievable small results that compound on each other to get you big ones, okay? Big results. So again, I want you to put in the comments below, what is the super specific end goal you want by the end of this year, okay? By the end of next year, whatever you're in the next 12 months, where do you want to be, okay? Because I want to know so I can help you better. If it's working for yourself full-time, fantastic. So the easiest, fastest way for you to start making an income to replace your day job online is to sell services, okay? That is the easiest, lowest barrier when it comes to making money online, providing value, getting the money in the door, okay? If you want additional side income, fantastic. All right, start building a list. You can offer a $97 course. You can offer whatever you want. That's fine. You've got a little bit more flexibility because you've got a consistent income coming in. You want those 6 figures this year? Fantastic. Go for it. But get comfy pitching corporate people. Make sure that you know, tech companies, people who have money, they're able to pay you like $10K a month for you to do what you want to do. Okay. Fantastic. That's awesome. That'd be great. But I always want you to make sure that when you're saying like, I want to make 6 figures this year, that you set yourself up for success. And a lot of times we have an end goal in mind and we don't really have a very achievable way of moving forward to that. And we also don't really know what that looks like for us or why we're trying to go for it. All right. Now I don't do feelings, but it's important that when you're like, this is what 6 figures looks for me, that you have a checklist so that you know if you're doing the right thing or not. If you don't have that checklist, what ends up happening is that you don't know what you're doing is working or not. Okay. So you can have 6 figures, but if the checklist of like, I get to stay home with my kid when they're sick isn't happening, which is the important thing for you, then you know you're not on the right track. If it's to have 20K bundled in the bank as a savings and you're not there, then you know you need to check your shit. Okay. So these specific points that you have of that end result are going to help you move forward, because then you can go back in a year's time and be like, okay, great. I got all of these except for these two points. Let me assess and see why. So I'm not into the woo, but it's important that you need to make sure that when you have an end result in mind, that you have a clear, specific list of things that you're trying to accomplish from that so that you know you're on the right track or not. So that is my first thing that I want you to think about. You need to know what you want, what that specifically looks like, and then start to take steps for that. Make sure that you have the right advice underneath your belt and moving forward that way, okay? Because so many people go the wrong way with this is that they just say like, I want 6 figures, I want 6 figures. And you can make that happen a dozen different ways, okay? But the majority of people online just want to make 40 to 70K a year. That's what we do with Be Booked Outers. We're like, hey, look, you can make a consistent income working with clients, have a 3-day weekend, be able to go and spend time with your kid if they're sick. And that's it. You know, you can do that. That's an easy, achievable goal. You're going to have to work for it, but that's definitely achievable. So it's really important that you check yourself, because a lot of great businesses have been wrecked on the rocks of bad goals, okay? A lot of businesses have closed down. A lot of freelancers have stopped freelancing because they're like, oh, well, I thought I was supposed to make $100,000 this year because that's what the internet tells me. Sorry, buddy, but that's not how that works. You've been sold the wrong end result. So I want you to get really clear about your end result, specifically your numbers for your income. I know it's always nice to have more money, but what do you actually need to live comfortably? Usually most people say 40 to 70K. And so that's why in Be Booked Out, we're like, look, let's get you a sustainable, consistent stream of clients coming in every month so that you don't have to worry about where they're coming from. You can do your best work, and then you can take those Fridays off or be there for your kid if they're sick, right? Or your dog or your cat, whatever you have. And basically, that's what makes most people happy. So it's always important to check where you're going with what you want to do, because if you don't have an end result in mind and you don't have like a checklist of what that looks like, then you don't know if you're on the right track or not, and you don't know what you should be listening to or not listening to. And that's super crucial, okay? You should be able to filter out the stuff that doesn't apply to you so that you can stay on track, stay straight, and not ping pong back and forth between 1,000 different goals. So that's what that's what I'm going to be talking to you about on Braless on Couch Show, is basically helping you stay true to what you want to accomplish and moving you forward that way, okay? I'm so excited about this because basically, like I said before, the majority of the people on the internet don't necessarily care about having those 6 figures, don't necessarily care about that passive income, don't really care about that. All they want is to work with clients who think they're fucking amazing and smart, and they want to make sure that they're making 40 to 70K every year and that they don't have to worry about hustling to get clients in. That's the jam, okay? So if it seems like everybody else on the internet is going for something like bigger and shinier, it's not true, okay? The majority of people online are just looking for that consistent income, working with clients, having that going on, and just being able to charge more and more each year. But basically, they want to do what they're good at, be smart at it, and work with people that really fucking enjoy them and love their work. and get paid really well for it. So if that's what you're looking for, you're definitely in the right place, because Braless on Couch is all about making sure that if you want to be booked if you want to be booked out with clients, you're in the right place. Now, I told you that some of you are going to be walking away being like, no, fuck this shit. Business is not for everyone, okay? So if you don't want to, if your end result is something totally off, totally different, then let it go. All right? Let that sink in. If you figured out when I said, what's the end result that you want in the next 12 months, and it's not related to your business, having clients, and you're not, you don't actually want to do the list building or whatever to have the passive income, which isn't passive, but that's a different episode, then you need to walk away, okay? Being on the fence is exciting, but it doesn't get you anywhere forward. So if you're serious about this and you're ready to commit to having a business that has consistent income coming in with you just being smart at what you do and finding your work easy and finding getting paid easy, all right, great, you're in the right place. But if this isn't your jam and 12 months from now, you're like, I won't have a business or I won't be freelancing, walk away now. Don't wait for 12 months till now, okay? Scary shit, but you need to know yourself and know what you want and what the end result looks like for you, okay? There are other ways for you to generate revenue. There's other ways for you to be smart with your money. You don't necessarily have to start a business to do that, okay? So I'm always about people making sure they're in the right place and making sure that you want to be here, because once you've committed to being here, then we can get some amazing results. And those amazing results are getting you booked out months in advance with clients, because that is what most people want. They just want that 47K so that they can go hang out with their kids, so that they can go and take the weekends off, so that they can go and travel on a whim's notice. And that's why most of you are here. So I'm super stoked about that. And part of what I'm excited about is that we have that Be Booked Out challenge that is coming up. Oh yeah, look at that sweet GIF action. GIF action. So sign up to the Be Booked Out challenge. It's a free 5-day challenge. I'm so excited about it. It's got so many brain sparks in it. It's going to change the way you look at business online 100%, all right? So come and join us. We are starting it soon. The link is in the description below. It's also bit.ly/BBO challenge, all lowercase. And we are going to get started soon, but I am so excited about this because if you're looking to generate that consistent income this year, 40 to 70K, like I said before, and the reason why I keep saying 40 to 70K is because that is what most people say they want to make online, okay? I know that it's pretty exciting to see all those big shiny peeps saying that, you can make more, but most people don't want to make more. They just want to make enough. So come and join us. It's going to be amazing. I'm super excited about it, and I cannot wait to get started. So thanks so much for being here. Braless on Couch show will be back Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about the next thing, which I will tell you on the day. Episode 2, we are going to talk about the sweet, sweet transitions of life. So again, ask yourself those hard questions. I want to see you there at the next episode. And thanks so much for being here at the Braless on Couch show.